Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. It is so exciting that we made it through the end of the holiday season. Hopefully it was safe and magical and merry and bright as best as it could be given the circumstances that we're under. It was definitely unconventional. Usually I'm used to having a wonderful holiday dinner party, seeing friends, seeing family, traveling. All of that kind of got derailed this year for obvious reasons, or I should say last year since we're not in 2020 anymore. But we made the most of it in our family and friend circles, so, hopefully you were able to do the same. That being said, I am here today because we have some exciting things to talk about that have started today, and that is the Bring Back My Bar voting for June of 2021. So, if you're not sure what Bring Back My Bar is, let me tell you really quick. So, Scentsy, twice a year, allows customers and consultants to vote on a bunch of bars that have been retired or discontinued over the years. And the top 20 bars that receive the most votes will be brought back for a limited time, just about a month, where you can either buy up in bulk as much as you want, so you can hoard your favorite scents, or you can add them to your Scentsy Club so that you can get them on your subscription and have them forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So this is really exciting, and there are plenty of awesome fragrances. Now, because this one is for June, the fragrance selection and bars available to vote on are going to be more catered to the spring, summer categories rather than just all the scents, because not all of us want to be having Christmas in July. It's a great thing, but for most of us, we're kind of over the really heavy scents and we'd like something a little bit lighter. So keep in mind when you are looking at our website or your consultant's website that the fragrances that you're selecting or voting on not only should kind of appeal to your own scent preferences, but also think about the time of year that they're actually going to be made available, which again is June. So we're not thinking about February or March scents, we're really thinking about later in the season. Now, just as a little pre-heads up warning, I will say, after previewing some of the scents coming back and some of the new ones in the spring summer catalog, oh man, I am so excited. And eventually we'll talk about those. We'll do a sniff session through those once I get some of them in my own hands so that I can smell them. But that being said, keep in mind that there are probably going to be a lot of fruity, fresh, summer zesty vibe sort of things. So don't be afraid if you're looking at some of these Bring Back My Bars and you're like, oh, that seems a little bit heavier. Keep in mind that a lot of the stuff that's probably going to show up in our catalog that drops February 1st is going to be quite the opposite of that. So maybe by June you'll be like, you know what, I'm sick of berries and fresh and zesty, and I want something a little bit more cologne-y or perfumey or a little bit more mellow rather than something like, woo, party on the beach. But you never know. So there are plenty, and I brought my laptop really briefly to kind of show you what the website will look like. What we'll do is you'll go down and you can vote for 5 bars at a time. So let's just go ahead and pick one. You can either scroll to find the bar that you want, or in this case, you can also search. There's a search feature. So we're gonna find the one that I pray comes back this time because it didn't quite make it last time, which is, I don't know how to use my thing backwards, being a laptop. So let's try that again. We're gonna vote for Shaka. And I'm gonna vote for it 5 times, and then you'll fill in your information. I'll do it this way so I don't blurp again. You're gonna fill in your information and submit it, and you can do that every 5 minutes from now until voting ends. Now you can vote for all the same bar, you can vote for different bars. Obviously, the more votes a bar gets, the more likely it's going to be one of the top 20 selected. But there's nothing to say that you can just vote for however many different ones you wanted and however many times for each one of those. So with that being said, I wanted to go through really quickly the different bars that I kind of had caught, or I should say, that caught my eye. Out of the ones that are available. Now, these may not be ones that you might personally be fond of, but they're ones that I'm really excited that are on this list that I will be trying to vote for. A couple of the most notable ones that are available in this voting category are Shaka, which I sort of attempted to vote for there and did a really wonderful job displaying that. Also, Lotus Cove is in this selection, so I'm going to try my darndest to get that one to come back. But there's a couple other ones on this list that I'm also really excited to see and hope have a chance to make it into this round. So I have two lists here. Instead of us going through every single bar that's on the availability, I'll let you kind of peruse that at your leisure. But these are the ones that I would like to see. So in this first category are ones that I have tried and would really love to have come back so I can add them to my subscription and stock up. Those would be Business Casual, Cerise, Coconut Vanilla Orchid, Dark Harbor, Jet Set Go, Lotus Cove, please, Luxe Vanilla, Mountain Sky, Mystic Magnolia, Persian Lime and Sandalwood, Quiver, Run to Me or Are You Into Me is how it's divided. It's kind of a play on words there, but it smells good. And Shaka. Those are the ones that I'm like, please come back. Please, at least one of those. If one of those comes back, I'll be very excited. In the second little category list, I've pulled out ones that I haven't necessarily tried, but sound really interesting based on their descriptions. Those ones are Cool, oh my goodness, Cool Rush. I can't even read my own writing today. So Cool Rush, Driftwood Bay, Hendrix, Heartbreaker, Indigo Ice, Midnight Indigo, Life is Swell, Lily of the Valley, Mysterious, My Wish, Sharp Dressed Man, Simply Irresistible, Stay a While, Titanium, World Traveler, Zen Garden, Zephyr, and Zeppelin. So those are the ones. Now, I could sit and go through all the scent descriptions there, but in terms of not making this video super long and so that you guys can go and explore on your own and see which ones sound interesting to you, I wanted to keep it kind of short and sweet. But I'm hoping at least one of those many fragrances I just named shows up on the winning list. Of course, we won't know right away. After the voting ends, it will be a little bit of time before Scentsy reveals the winners. That being said, I want to know what ones that you're hoping out of the list, if once you get a chance to look at it, which ones you want to come back. And if you put them in the comments, I'll try to vote for those as well in between my own voting adventures. But really, as long as Shaka has like a really decent chance of making it into this group, or Lotus Cove, I'd be super happy. Like, the other ones would also be awesome, but those are the two that I'm going to personally try to like vote for a bunch of times until I go and have carpal tunnel or something. Anyways, I hope this was an interesting video with all my prattling and craziness going on. I think it's the hair. It's super fluffy, so it's going to my head, clearly. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and go vote. Let me know what you voted for, and I will see you in our next video. Take care, guys. Bye.